International students, if you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe. All right, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that we can build a platform together. So now I want to talk about something very important. International students have been asking me, Milton, which country is easy for me to immigrate to? I want to say this here, guys, if you must migrate abroad, there are certain things you should be looking at in a country, because Milton alone is not going to help you get all these details. All right. The first thing you should be looking at in a country is, first, take a seat and sit down like me and decide if the budget you have can sustain you. How much is your budget? That is the very first thing you should be doing. I am just making this quick video because I noticed something. Somebody cannot be telling me that he has 1 million and he wants to travel abroad. Where do you want to travel abroad to, my brother? It is not normal. All right. You cannot be if you have 1 million, maybe look for a small business and invest home. All right. If you want to travel abroad, make sure you have at least 3.5 million. I will explain the reason to you very soon. Again, there are certain countries that are cheap to move into than others. If you are looking at Canada, all right, and you are looking at Latvia, these two countries, they are not the same. I hope you understand. So if you want to migrate to Latvia, you should know that you maybe need around maybe 3 million, 2.5, 3 million, depending on your university, because not all the schools in Latvia are the same tuition fee. Depending on your university and depending on the program in which you applied to, you can then know if you are going to move to Latvia. You are the one to sit down and do the calculation depending on the money and your pen. Now, on the other hand, if you want to move to Canada, you have to know, if are you going through a scholarship or you are going using a normal admissions. If you are going using a normal admissions, how much is your tuition fee per year, and how much is the initial deposit you need to pay before you apply for a study visa? These are some of the things you need to put into consideration before you start thinking of moving abroad. Even if you have not made an admissions before, as soon as you get the admissions, you can then know how much the university is asking you to pay. That way you can easily make your plans. All right. Another country, like if you want to migrate to Estonia and Lithuania, or you want to move to America, United States of America, it now depends on you. If you have a fully funded scholarship in the US, you can move. But you can move with a fully funded scholarship. Is going to be cheap for you than Estonia and Lithuania, because now the fully funded means that the school or the authorities are going to be taking charge of your tuition fee. But with Estonia and Lithuania, you have to pay tuition deposit and all the other expensive. So these are some of the things you need to be looking at or putting into consideration. Guys, please pay attention to this. It is very important. All right, because if you don't make these changes, you may not know which one you are going to take or which one is best for you. Another thing I see people asking me is, Milton, I need to apply to this school. What are the requirements? Guys, if you ask me this question, whereas I have mentioned in a video, I will not respond again. That is me. If you care, you send 50 emails. It is not really something I would do. The reason is because most of the times, when I make these videos, I always emphasize that please do your own research. The reason I'm saying do your own research is because I want you to go and read more about the program, not just taking what I have said. Go and read more about the program so that you know what you are doing. Now, when you go to read more about the program, you are going to realize that there is something when you go to check on the university site or the program web page, you are going to see requirements. You are going to see how to apply. You are going to see tuition fee. When you check requirements now, you are going to see if they need WIEC, if they need legalization, if they don't need legalization, if they need what type of certification, if they need an application fee. All these details are going to be on the university's website. But again, when students watch my videos, I don't even understand if they watch. They will first of all run to me, Milton, what are the requirements to this school? Imagine watching a video and I explain in that video that the requirements for you to apply to this school are this, and this. A student will run back to me and ask me, Milton, what are the requirements to me to apply to this university? So it makes the process so difficult for me. It makes it so complicated, we lose a lot of energy to provide all these videos. As you can see, I'm already getting tired. You can look see from my face because I've been sitting down. All right, so these are some of the things you need to put into consideration before. Again, always check what type of scholarships are available in most universities. Another thing international students don't know is they don't know the difference between a fully funded scholarship. They don't know the difference between funding. They don't know the difference between a partial scholarship. You cannot be applying to schools in Croatia and you are asking me if they offer full scholarships. No, it is impossible. If I make a video and I said this video is Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Degree Scholarship and it is a fully funded scholarship, in this case, just understand that this is a full scholarship. If you are admitted, you will be sponsored. But if you apply to a normal school and this university, let's assume that if you are applying to the school and the school says that they are giving scholarships, but you didn't check to know if it's partial scholarship, 15%, 20%, like in schools in Finland, all the universities in Finland, all the universities of applied sciences, I have videos on my YouTube channel about Finland, Novia, Savonia. There are many of them. They are all partial scholarships. But how do you maximize on the scholarships? You can apply to maybe a program. When admitted, you pay your tuition fee on time and they break down your school fees. All right, this is how you go about the application to schools in Europe, in the United States. Again, I want to talk about where you can go. Now, a lot of students are facing difficulties when it comes to visa application. Some say US is complicated, some say Canada is complicated. Now, let me also draw your attention to the fact that there is nothing like easy visa. Those of you asking me these questions in my inbox, Milton, which visa is easy? There is nothing like an easy visa. There is nothing like an easy application. If you are not ready to get your ass on the chair and do the work, just know that you are going to pay people to do it for you. Someone cannot come to my inbox and the person is like telling me that, Milton, please do my application. I'm going to pay you after the application. Come on. How can you say such a thing? Where will I even take the time? Even if I agree to do the work, I have to be paid from the onset. So please, you should pay attention to this. Then another group of people, those of you asking me about scholarships in the US, please, if you are looking for a fully funded scholarship, take this advice very seriously from me now. If you are looking for a fully funded scholarships in the US for masters and PhD, note that people leave bachelor's degree and go straight to PhD scholarships and they get it. Those of you with third class, you can get scholarships in the US. Nobody should deceive you. Nobody should complicate. Just put attention, pay attention to your requirements. Those of you with second class, you can get scholarships. Those of you from poor backgrounds, you can get scholarship. But now you need to put in money in order to get these scholarships. Listen to me. Admissions in the United States begins in August, September, sometimes September, October, November, sometimes October, November, December, January. Some schools will tell you that if you need a scholarship, apply from till December. Other schools will tell you that if you need a scholarship, apply before January 5. Others will tell you that if you need a scholarship, apply before December 15. Pay attention to this information and always check the university's website. Pay attention to your SOP and statement of purpose. Now, I want to equally tell you that when you want to pursue a scholarship in the US, it doesn't matter if you have a supervisor or not. Get your IELTS score done now and prepare for September, October. If you watch the video, you hear me mentioning this and you don't do anything, no problem. Like I said, get your IELTS ready. If you think that you need GMAT, get the GMAT ready. But most schools are already waiving the GMAT exam, but get your IELTS ready. It is a lot of money to register for IELTS, but the scholarship money is more important than the money you are going to waste to register for IELTS. You are not wasting it. You are building your future. So get your IELTS score ready. Another group of people who always come to my inbox, they are like, Milton, which country is easy to immigrate to? Can I get job offers? Look, the easiest way to migrate abroad is using the student pathway. If you want to go through job offers, know that you need to get to the company will recruit you. All right, they will give you let me say an employment offer. You use the employment offers with the necessary documents and you apply for the visa, the work visa. But getting a work visa is not guaranteed that you are going to go to the country. You should pay attention to all these details and know what you are doing. All right, I just wanted to update you again. Please, if you want to migrate to all these countries, depending on which country, if you are not on a full scholarship, pay attention to your proof of funds. All right, it is very important. Make sure you go through visa questions, what is asked during the visa interview, especially those of you going through Canada and USA. Some people just wrote the entrance exam, the University of Applied Science entrance exam, which is part of the joint application, and they are already trembling. However, like I said before, everybody must move abroad, whether you like it or not. In as much as you watch this channel, you must move abroad. All right, that is what Milton is telling you now. You have to move abroad. So now, if you think that the exam you wrote was difficult, or maybe it's not going to favor you, this is another video for you.